shit! Oh shit, reach for that! Is that a fucking con, man? Holy shit, man, put that shit down, man, what the fuck? Please! You crazy or something? You fully crazy, man, what the fuck? Put that shit right there, what are you doing? What the hell? I don't got nothing on me, man, I only got like $5 in my pocket, I ain't trying to... Oh shit! Fuck it! Oh no!
Bloody hell. Hey! Still a murder, actually. It is a murder. Oh, hey. Who's the other? Who's the new one? Who's the new one? Yeah.
Fuck money.
Just a bit of swearing. Listen to me, so 4 seconds, 5 seconds after. Gonna risky.
sad ray of sunshine. You drove us into a bitter sunrise. Sometimes I find that I think of the way you so effortlessly led me astray. You buried me in a fog where you would always say, love is dust that's blinding the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming in hot tonight. We're back for another night of hopefully glitch-free entertainment for everyone at home. Welcome back. We are here in the Sensational TV com booth where the racing is virtual, or the cars are virtual, should I say, but the racing's very real. It's been a day, it's been a week, ladies and gentlemen, but hopefully we can put all that shit behind us. As always, I'm joined here in the studio, in the cracking little studio we've got here on trackside, by my good friend Zach O'Reilly. How are you, my friend?
Very good, Christopher. Yourself?
Yes, always well, always will, yes.
Yes, very good. Always be the same man. Yeah, Wednesday Cup. It's the penultimate round, Chris. So, we have 5 out of 6 rounds. So this is it. This is where times could tumble and everything else could just come into play. I'm not too sure what's going to happen, but we've got the top 5 drivers only within 90 points of each other in the standings. So it's looking hot.
Well, let's while we're talking about the standings, we may as well bring that up for all the viewers at home. We've got the top 10 here for you on the screen. Fabian Fitness out in front with a pretty commanding lead there over the rest of the field. That's a 49-point lead there on Matthias Falzon. There on 641. Nick Mello right up his ass with a 640. Jake Buttigieg not far behind either on 605. Lockie Grant 604. A lot of bums sniffing there in the top 5, and Cohen Tam just a little bit further back on 576, followed by Longley, Mole, Nielsen, and Sam Dooley. These guys make out your top 10 for the Wednesday Cup standings here, going into the second last round.
Yeah, look out. And there's a bit of an absence there too. You noted from all the other Wednesday Cups, in 11th place, just outside the top 10's Alex McEwen.
Yeah.
He will be wanting to get on his bike too. And with his dad in the grid tonight and racing around, giving him some inspiration, we might see him up there. But I tell you what, Matthias Falzen has been barnstormingly quick in the practice session. So let's look out for him when it comes to qualifying. And Fabian Fitness will be hot on the trot as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Those two guys been pretty consistent in the pace department. Certainly Fabian Fitness consistent in the racing department. Matthias Falzen having a bit of bad luck there with a bit of on-track nastiness sometimes, gets himself into a bit of trouble. But, I mean, all he needs is a couple of clear runs, and there you go. That gap to first is absolutely closed in. Well, anything can happen around this little circuit. And, you know what, speaking of, let's have a look at tonight's racing. Sweet home Alabama. Atlanta. Motorsport Park is the venue for tonight at round 5 over in the US of A. I don't know my American geography, but hopefully I'm close. It's 3.2 kilometres of windy turns and up and down undulation coming at you fast. 16 turns, in fact, with a 10-minute qualifying session about to kick off very shortly, and I'm looking forward to that. Race 1, as always, 15 minutes. Race 2, as always, 16 minutes with a top 10 reverse grid. Race 3, as always, the main event here with a 17-minute top 12 reverse grid, and that's as we were talking about before, the man in with all the pace over the one lap is Matthias Falzen here, the fastest man during the week with a 127.928. Zach O'Reilly.
Very quick, very bloody quick. I'll tell you that, ladies and gentlemen. And this track has got more undulations and turns here, and blind turns as well, if you don't mind, than the race that we just broadcast on Sunday at Bathurst. So it's a very hairy place to come, and a lot of times around this track you're going to have to be looking out for your rear mirrors, because there are going to be some sends here, and I love this track. It is such a ripper out the back in the country at Atlanta, and I guess it's probably one of those tracks where you think to yourself, there's nothing going to happen here, but we are going to see some excellent racing up and down the hills in the countryside. I cannot wait. 3 sessions coming out your way here, viewers. 15-minute race 1, 16-minute race 2 with a reverse top 10 grid, and then race 3 is a 17-minute special with a reverse top 12 grid as well. So qualifying will be the first session on the trot. I'm excited, and we're about 2 minutes and 52 seconds away from that happening. And the times have not changed at the top. 128.2, 128.4, 128.6, 128.9. It's close there at the top between the top 4. I'll give you the hot tip.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting once they get out on track in the race scenario to see how they can navigate the overtakes here, because just from my little look through in practice, it looks like it might be one of those tracks that's a little bit tough to overtake. So a bit of patience will be needed from the drivers, just to maybe just put the blowtorch on to the car in front and hope for a bit of a mistake and take advantage of that. Zach O'Reilly.
Yeah, very much so. But it's the grand scheme of things is this track is punishing. You get one corner wrong, you're done. You'll be absolutely sucked down the back straightaway and the front. And when that comes to that heavy braking into turn 1, it is downhill, and it is a left-hander as well, which is on camber and then off camber. So exciting racing, and in these front-wheel drive cars, jacking front wheels and rear wheels, it's going to be bloody awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely. These little underpowered cars do bring the goods in the racing department, so we're all looking forward to that, especially the viewers at home. I can just tell by the anticipation on all your faces. Not that I could see them, but if I could, I tell you what, we'd be barred up here in the commentary box.
Oh, I'll tell you what. When it comes to being in the commentary box, and we are ex-racers ourselves, it gets you start to get a little bit of FOMO. But that's what we do here best, ladies and gentlemen, is commentate, bring you all the action. And if you're liking this channel and want to subscribe, click that button. Very easy, and give a video a like. Send a comment in the live chat. Good to see a couple of people in the live chat. We got Risky Pierce in there. We've got Ron Marshall. We've got Pit Viper Racing. All having a good chat to us as well. And if my cousin in New South Wales is watching at home in the on the TV with my mum and dad, big shout out to Mumsy, Daddy-O and Jeffrey. It's good to have you on board.
Oh, it certainly is. It's all a family affair here tonight. Sensational TV. Going down with the funnies in the commentary box. I don't think I'm allowed to repeat any of these at the time being. I'm sure we'll get there past 8:30. I've got a little bit overexcited, metaphorically and literally. So we're about 20 seconds now to the end of free practice. We might join the boys down there on the track just to have a little bit of a look around. Bit of a look-see, bit of a feel for what is going on. Fabian Fitness is still out in front in the timing tower. Oh no, 1:28.1. He's only a tenth in front of Matthias Felsen there, chasing him down.
Well, yeah, actually, Matt Felsen is in front, and that's a checkered flag. It's done. We're all over here. That's free practice, rocked and rolled, ladies and gentlemen. Felsen, 1:28.2. Fitness, a 1:28.4. 28.6 for Buttigieg. Lockie Grant in fourth, and Cooper Nathan. He's found some pace. He was Cooper Nathan. It's really good to see. And so is Jake Buttigieg, if you don't mind. He's been an absolute rip snorter around here. But then goes bang. Fabian Fitness says, thank you. 1:27.967. He comes around and pips the top step from Matthias Felsen. So this could be a bit of a fair warning to Matty when it comes to race or qualifying coming our way firstly, and the race time with all balls to the wall action coming our way very, very shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. We will almost get packed up, and we might go for a break in just a minute, but usually this first session takes a little bit of time to round up, but it looks like a few of the drivers are leaving the server now, getting ready for race one of the evening. It's a 15-minute affair, so it's cutthroat out there. You can't make a mistake, otherwise you'll be swallowed up by this entire field of how many we got? 22 cars in the server currently, but I suspect that might grow over the time of us commentating this evening. Usually we get a bit more, but maybe the guys have other things on. Maybe Married at First Sight is back on, Zach O'Reilly. Maybe they got better things to do.
Oh, well, look, when it comes to trashy reality TV, Chris, it is the number one free-to-air rated nonsense that is out there at this point in time. And we've got a lot of drivers out there saying that they cannot make this race due to personal commitments and some work commitments as well. So a little bit of a grid that's abnormal, but that's fine. We've got over 20 cars, ladies and gentlemen. You can't find that anywhere else anyway on a Wednesday night anywhere in Australia. So don't worry. We're going to be back here, Chris Munro, in a couple of moments, or are we not?
No, we will. Absolutely. We'll be back in a couple of moments, maybe a little bit more than a couple of moments, but hold tight, ladies and gents, because there's plenty of time to go to the dunny, get what you need to get settled in for a good night of racing. And, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes, so don't go anywhere.
Yeehaw.
She fell for Jesus Christ. Discontent came with an open door, spinning venom for an even score. Bring it up, break it down, without rhyme or reason, wear us down. Take it down a notch, fuck that. Take it up a notch, fuck yeah. Take it up a notch, I want you falling down. Take it down a notch, fuck that. Take it up a notch, fuck yeah. Take it up a notch, I see that wear us down. Fallen victim is now fallen ill. Fallen victim is now lying still. We're killing.
And we're back trackside, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for qualifying, and it is the absolute charge of the Light Brigade as you see all these little Renault Clios come flying out of the pit lane. Fabian Fitness is the first man on track, followed by Falzon. So there we go. It's a 1-2 shootout here for who's going to take the coveted prize of pole position here in race one. Well, for race one, should I say. It's quite a bunched up little field too, so these guys probably want to just spread themselves out a little bit and give themselves a little bit of track position, I suppose you could say. That's probably one of the biggest things in qualifying in any series, in any car, in any track. You don't want to be, stuffed up with traffic in front of you, so always good to give yourself a little bit of room on that outlap to go for gold for the last 8.5 minutes of this qualifying session.
Yeah, let's all do a Kathy Freeman and a Matt Shervington, and let's go for gold here at AK Racing. Sydney Olympic 2000s was one of the best Olympics, apart from, I would say, the Winter Olympics. Geez, the Winter Olympics kept me going, but it's anything but winter here, ladies and gentlemen. It is sunny. It's a good 32 degrees out there on track, 27 ambient temperature. And in their sim rigs, I reckon it'll be a little bit cooler. But these Renault Clios, ladies and gentlemen, are an absolute hoot to drive. They are only about not even 200 brake horsepower, but boy, oh boy, with front-wheel drive and everything else happening underneath the cockpit. Rear wheels jacking, locking, rear brake locking, plant that front steering wheel. So not even a rear steering wheel. And it is all happening for everyone in sundry. And we have got a Fabian Fitness hot lap coming your way here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep on board with him for now, and you'll just see exactly what we're talking about in the grand scheme of things. They are power on understeery cars, so get on the throttle early and power out of the corner. That's where you gain the momentum. But when you lock the brakes in the rear, they will come straight around and flip you, and you have to be on song and ready to react. And Fabian Fitness's Renault Clio is looking very, very tasty at the moment. That was Cooper Nathan going off in front of him. Won't want to be doing too much of that. Well, Cooper, a bit of oversteer there from Fabian. Look at that, drifting. That was some fantastic stuff. The blind right-hander up over the crest here. He's going to have to keep it on the pedal here, as Fabian Fitness, because I guarantee you Matt Felsen will be hot on the collar here. They're going to do the bank lap race here to start qualifying at the moment. Looking very, very planted here as the longest sweeping left corner, I reckon, in history of any tracks. And Herman Tilk, as Chris Munro let me know earlier on, ladies and gentlemen, designed this track. So it's another one where he just gets a fan belt out of an old 1968 Chevy Impala, just drops it on the ground all twisted and says, that'll be a track. Yeah. And Matt Felsen's gone bang to the top with a 128.5. Fabian Fitness hasn't been there. He's 129.6, a good second away here between Felsen and Fitness. Lachlan Grant's done well as he's only about a cigarette paper behind Matt Felsen here for second place with 6 minutes and 38 to go. Yeah,
128.6, not to be shied at all. He'd be pretty happy with that, and I'm sure he could even try and turn the screws now and improve on that, which will get him up there in the top 5 no matter what happens here As we saw in the practice server, I think the best score was a 127.9. So he's only 7/10 off that at the moment, and all that takes is a couple of good exits, a couple of good entries around this twisty circuit, and you'll find that 6/10 or 7/10 in no time. But I tell you what, he's hanging the arse out on that little Clio. It's probably not the fastest way around these turns, but I tell you what, it's the most fun, and it's the most fun to look at for all the viewers at home.
Oh, yeah, and I'll tell you what, Fabian Fitness is on a flyer at the moment, Chris. He is 3/10 up on his PB overall on this lap, so he is going to jump up, but it's not going to be enough at the moment. He needs a lot more time to find. Lachlan Gregg's doing a great job there, sitting in second place. Jake Buttigieg in third for now, with the Sandra Bullock's love child, James Bullock, sitting in fourth place with a 29.358. These times are going to tumble. We've got a lot of 129s and a lot of 130s at the moment. And bang, there goes Fabian Fitness to the top. 128.327. And he has climbed his way up onto pole position temporarily. And he's still got 5 and a bit minutes to go. These Renault Clio's tyres are about as hard as a cat's head, and they hardly wear out, ladies and gentlemen, but they've got some grip. And we will be ripping and gripping in the race session coming up. But who's going to be on top? We've still got to find out.
Hard as a cat's head. I'm loving that. That's A1 commentary here at Sensational TV, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be remembering that one. It might be as hard as Cohen in the watching at home, as as his comments may have perturbed to earlier on. But as I said, still early in the night, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, all the children out there watching. You might learn a thing or two about biology, about life, really. But we'll get into that later on. Tell you what, am I pissed already? I don't know. We'll find out after the next glass.
Liquid gold.
Liquid gold. Matthias Fowles, he's about 2/10 down on his personal best on this time around, and really driving the wheels off it. As you can see, a fair bit of oversteer coming down the hill there. That might be a bit of a symptom of how these cars behave anyway, so it's kind of like just chuck it in and hang on, do a little bit of correction there. But that's a bit of an off-track excursion as well there by Falzon. He's not going to make up any positions doing it like that. He's only got about 3. Well, there goes Fitness improving on his previous lap by a 10th as well. 128.2 is now the time to beat.
Yeah, Falzon just with the understeer on the exit, and that's because he jammed the throttle on too hard, and that front tyre just bound up on the inside and wouldn't let him turn where he wanted to go. So you just got to be careful with them around here in the Renault Clios. They may be a bit slow on the loud pedal, but geez, they're technical things to drive. Doesn't matter though. These guys know what's happening. They're 5 rounds into a 6-round championship. They've got the hang of them now. They know what is the key to driving these cars. It's just a matter about getting it all stuck together. Kyle McConnell goes to 7th place there. Bang, that was a pretty good time by him. 129.860. Funeral director right behind him in Ryan Nielsen. The sergeant in Sarge Illick in 9th at the moment. And then Nathan Hughes in 10th. I haven't seen Heather Hughes in the chat for a while or watching. Heather, get back on board with your son. He's got a bloody good job. He's a bloody good driver. He knows how to get around these Renault Clios. And cheer on your son, for goodness sake. Matt Belton in 11th. Sam Bensley 12th. Eamon 14th now, because Will Bullock, Sandra's long-lost grandnephew, has jumped himself into 5th place. Geez, it's the battle of the Bullocks tonight. I'll give you the hot tip. 5th and 6th currently.
Yeah, going great guns up there is William Bullock. Yeah, absolutely. We've seen, I think it's his brother James Bullock, really come to grips with the cars lately and is going great guns as well. But I'm just looking up and down the order. I don't think I see him in the server tonight. So the success rests on this Bullock's shoulders. Whether it be Sandra's love child, maybe he's been watching a bit of speed with Keanu Reeves there, so no dipping under the 50-mile-an-hour mark for this bloke, especially around this circuit. That'll probably do you pretty good, I suppose. Keep those revs up, keep the momentum up. Gee whiz, it's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. It's down into the last 1 minute and 55 seconds now to go, and Falzon has tightened that gap. Look at that. That's down to an official, please, Dick. That is 8 hundredths of a second.
Yeah, no,
or
tenths.
8 thousandths.
8 thousandths of a second there.
Gee whiz.
3 digits here. Chris Monroe on the liquid gold tonight's just having the reverse effect on it at the moment. He'll get better. It's 2.5 in for him, and he's just on like Donkey Kong in the Kong box. We'll wait for that. Come race one. And when you come to look at it, though, we've got all the nicknames here, ladies and gentlemen. You name it, we've got them here on track, and these guys have got all the pace on circuit at the moment. We've got a fan in the chat. Terry Berry is cheering on the Malaysian Marvel himself in Eamon, and he's down in 15th at the moment with 130.3. But look at the time. If you have a look at that, Chris, viewers at home, 130.3, 130.3, 130.3, 130.6 and 6. It's tight there at the back. Jimmy Park, the elder statesman there. I'll tell you what, it's tighter than a Greek's pocket coming down the back half of the grid.
It sure is. Mate, all over it tonight. As we see the Malaysian Marvels, Sirif Aman out there in the number 6 in the Mario Kart livery there, or the Super Mario Brothers livery, should I say. It's quite a cracking little thing there. We've got the little Cooper Troopers there, all the good stuff from the early days of Nintendo gaming. Oh yeah, fantastic livery. I spotted that on the way in when I was uploading all these, and I thought, oh, who's going to snag that first? It was the Malaysian Marvel. Thank you very much. Fabian Fitness is off the track, ladies and gentlemen. He's parked it up. He's had enough. He might be pretty confident with his time there, but I tell you what, Matthias Falzen is purple in the first sector, so he might just be chasing down the man for pole position. Let's ride on board and see how he takes the rest of this circuit. He comes down the hill to this right-hander. It's like a little just flick it in, take as much track as you can get away with before the stewards give you a bloody little flag and say a little bit of a talking to as well. But he's handled that section pretty well. He's about a 10th down on his personal best now. This is he needs to get a hurry on if he wants to make up that 0.008 of a second. He's holding it right around the inside here of this longest left-hand turn in the bloody universe. It takes an age. Look at that. It's almost like a straight. You just sit there and wait for the next apex to come flying at you at about 140 k's an hour. Here they comes down across the line. It's not enough to do it. It's a 28.4. So about 3/10 needed there on that final lap. But he'll be happy with that. He's off the front row next to his good sparring partner and old mate, Fabian Fitness. Cooper Nathan's still going around. He's going to finish off his hot lap. He's got the Freddo car in front of him for a bit of suckage around that long left-hander. And he is, well, it's hard to tell what he's on for at the moment. The Delta not really showing us any information there, but he's about to cross the line. Let's find out. It's a 128.9, 129.5. No improvement.
No improvement, but that is your grid. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got, unless Sam Bensley has anything to do with it, he is still going, and the Malaysian Marvel's coming to the pit, so he's done. Sam Bensley, our last one to qualify. Speaking of qualifying, Chris, it's all over, and it's just about to start for one man in Nick Mello, Mr. DNQ the second. His teammate Alex McEwen was Mr. DNQ. And he did not participate in qualifying, but he'll be around for race one, starting from the back. We'll be on mellow watch, as we always are. But that is your grid for race one. You're coming your way. Fabian Fitness off pole with Matthias Falzen, the Greek god, coming second. Lachlan Grant in third. Jake Buttigieg in fourth. Cooper Nathan fifth. Sandra Bullock's love child. And then his brother, who he thinks is a brother, but it's a long-lost cousin, James Bullock, behind him. The funeral director in 8th, the underground mammal in Nick Mull 9th, Kai McConnell rounds out your top 10.
We got Kartik Kumar there in 11th, Sarge Illich 12th, Nathan Hughes 13th, Matt Belton in 14th, Sam Bensley in 15th, the Malaysian Marvel there in 16th, Jimmy Park 17th, Nick Rodder 18th, Brody Barber 19th, Ollie Longley in your top 20 with Scott McEwen, and behind him will be Nick Mello and most likely Alex McEwen if he turns up. So those guys coming from the back as usual. It's not the best, not the worst place to come from, to be fair. So we've got about 32 seconds before this server ticks over. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get your predictions in for race one. Who's going to take it out? Will it be Fabian Fitness leading from flag to flag, or will it be Matthias Falzen shooting it up the inside there at turn one? Or will it be someone from a couple of rows back here? Will Jake Buttigieg get a little line around the outside there of the longest left-hander in the world? We'll find out in just a few short minutes, so stay tight and don't go anywhere.
Is this real or fantasy? Truth defined or make believe. Try not to think about every single doubt that is slowly killing me. And I wonder if you ever say, oh, I know you'll never change. Could you save me from myself? I swear I'll let you have what's left. Do you ever even think about me? 'Cause I'm dying to think about you. If only you could let me know. Give me something more than hope. Could be having a good time with me, or could be hell living without you. Every time you speak, every time you see, I can feel it boiling in my blood. Now I can't escape it. Every time you speak, you never listen. Every time you see, it's tunnel vision. I can feel it boiling in my blood. Now all I say is run. Do you see what I've become? Could you save me from myself? I swear I'll let you have what's left. Do you ever even think about me? 'Cause I'm dying to think about you. If only you could let me know. Give me something more than hope. Could be having a good time with me, or could be hell living without you. Every now and then I wanna start again. Burn it all down to a different end. Every now and then I wanna start again. Burn it all down to a different end. You know I can't deny it. This time round it's gonna hurt. But I'd rather watch these bridges burn. Every now and then I wanna start again. Burn it all down to a different end. Every now and then I wanna start again. Burn it all down, burn it all down. Could you save me from myself? I swear I'll let you have what's left. Do you ever even think about me? 'Cause I'm dying to think about you. If only you could let me know. Give me something more than hope. Could be having a good time with me, or could be hell living without you. Every single word that you ever said, losing so many words, turning to the head. You think that I would ever lie. Every single word that you ever said, losing so many words, turning to the head. You think that I would ever lie. Every now and then I wanna start again. Burn it all down to a different end. Every now and then I wanna start again. Burn it all down, burn it all down. Every now and then I wanna start again. Burn it all down, burn it all down. Think anybody over me? I know it's just business. They gotta show me you to see, but I ain't gonna witness. We are not your friends. We are not your friends. Your friends.
We're back on track now, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the wait there, but we're all good. Avian pitness, says Capsor. Yes, we had a few people spawning in the pits for some reason. It's been one of the problems that has plagued this series lately. But rest assured, it has now been fixed. the culprit is the new update for real penalty. We might even look into maybe rolling that back or having someone who is an expert take over with the settings. We might have to send it through to the maker of that mod himself and say, listen, mate, it's not what we want out of this app. We just want you to stop people cutting the track, speeding into the pits. But we'll get there. We've got 3 minutes to kick off. Ladies and gents, we're still waiting for some predictions here. The first top, if you can pick the trifecta, there might be a sensational prize pack coming your way.
Yeah, it could be a stubby holder, could be a hat, could be even just a memorial coin for Sensational TV with your name embossed on the back there by the finest embossments down here in Melbourne. And we'll be coming your way. We might even send you a $5 gift card to EB Games, but they won't sponsor us as of yet, so we'll find out. It is only 2 minutes and 26 seconds to go. We've got a prediction in the chat. Risky Racing is saying Fitness, Fells and Mallow. I'm guessing that's in order. Top three, I would say, but I'm going to put a dark horse in here, Chris Monroe. I'm going to say that, and I don't want to predict this, and I don't want to be one of those guys, but it could be a reverse commentator curse here. Let's going to say Jake Buttigieg come first as Fabian Fitness and Matthias Felsen come a proper and a guts up at some stage during the race, and he just comes through and says, thank you, mother, for the rabbits. I'm taking P1.
There you go. All right, I'm going to go left field. I'm going to say Jimmy Park for the win, with Matt Belton second and Kai McConnell third.
McConnell third, okay. Are we talking about the race win or the reverse grid?
I'm talking the first to the third turn.
Yep, Roger. I'm liking this.
Right.
Sensational TV van is one of the hottest cars on the track as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure
we need some new sign writing for that too. So if you feel like donating to the cause, please, you will see a Patreon link underneath the description here in the video as well to donate to Sensational TV. In all seriousness, it's not going to woods or skin on the transit van. Helps us with the broadcasting and for all the condiments that we need to make it an A1 performance for you lot and our time as well. So click that like button, click the subscribe button and the bell to notify yourself when we are on and live here. It is much appreciated here, but under a minute to go. Ooh, look at that grid. Look at those Renaults. Look at all those snails on the track. I'll tell you what, if there was any French people in the crowd at the moment, they would be absolutely having a peak moment of human feeling in their body watching 20-odd snails get around a Road Atlanta track, Chris Munro. We're on.
Yeah, absolutely. Napoleon be going into battle with 40 Renault Clios across the battlefield. With,
just mowing down everyone.
Yeah, Napoleon just sitting on the roof of one, wailing his sword around in a French fashion. The Fence Warmers says the Patreon goes to our red wine budget. Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe not. Maybe little things to make the stream better.
Apple and black currant juice.
Tell you what, we're racing here in race one, and it's a really nice start there from Fabian Fitness. He will easily head off Matthias Falzon down into turn one. But I tell you what, Matthias just getting a little bit out of shape there around the outside, but he'll slot into the second position and does so easily. So there we go. It's Fitness, Falzon, Grant coming in third there at the moment with Buttigieg right up his ass. There's Cooper Nathan hanging fat, just almost giving Buttigieg a bit of a tap. There's a few cars off there in the middle of the track, but they will get back on safely, I hope. Ryan Nielsen back here in seventh position, getting hounded by Nick Mole at the moment. And Kai McConnell just watching those two do their business. But I tell you what, Cooper Nathan right up the back here. There's cars going too wide. That's Lockie Grant and Buttigieg both just battling it out there for third position. Then there's a little bit of a gap back to Ryan Nielsen. James Bullock and Ryan Nielsen there in seventh position, Zach O'Reilly.
Yeah, cracking first lap here from everyone. I'll tell you what, Cooper Nathan and Lachlan Grant are going hard. They nearly came a proper there coming into turn 11, I think it was, here at Road Atlanta. Looking very, very cool. All these cars, the battle is on. Matthias Falzon is hounding the back of Fabian Fitness at the moment. And Jake Buttigieg coming through on the inside here at the moment. He's going to take P2 off Matt Falzon. The Greek god has been overtaken by the War Machine, and the War Machine is in second position at the moment with Jake Buttigieg. cracking stuff here, and Fabian Fitness just galloping away their 6/10s, but look at the angry gaggle behind him. Cooper Nathan's involved in this. Lachlan Grant's about to get in there, and then behind them in James Bullock and Ryan Nielsen also having a really good slipstream battle here for 6th and 7th. Coming into T1, who's going to take the first lap gallop? Oh, Matthias Felsen has gone straight around the outside but locked up, and that's going to be Jake Buttigieg taking second back off him, and maybe Cooper Nathan for 30. Chris Munro, this is going to be cracking coming into turn 2.
Yeah.
What are we going to see here? Left hand, right hand, whatever you want, upside down, we're all in there. 3rd, 4th, 5th, it's all cracking on here.
Yeah, Falzon just dropping down a couple of places there in that first lap. Left himself high and dry out there in turn 1. And Buttigieg and Cooper Nathan saying, thank you very much, mate. More of that, please. But now he's being hounded again by Lockie Grant. As we ride on board with him now, you can see a fair bit of smoke coming out of that Renault from Falzon in front. So he's just trying to get into his rhythm here. Maybe a little bit of first lap or 2 nerves here from Falzon before he gets himself back and eyes forward, and the heartbeat just getting down there in the working zone where he can start to go to work and get those fast laps that we know he's capable of under the belt, and maybe make some forward progress in this race. But looking down the field at the moment, there's a little always a little battle in front of Nick Mello when he starts from the back. Look at him, that all the way around the outside there. Matt Belton hanging it fat around the outside. He says, no, you're not going to pass me that easily, Mr. Mello. You're going to, Mr. Arrogant, starting from the back. I'm going to make it difficult for you. But I tell you what, there's just not much he can do sometimes when Mello gets in these moods. He gets through the inside there on the longest left-hander in the world. So he is eyes forward now, looking towards Will Bullock. Can Matt Belton return the favour down here at turn 1? We're going to find out. We're going to ride on board. He's going to have a look. Just shows him the nose. Whoa, Nick Mello locking up. Matt Belton locking up as well, going straight through, almost giving him a little bit of a touch there into turn 1, and he will retake the position 4 now, but they are side by side. You can believe that, through the little kink there, left-handed. Oh, Mello now taking the position back off Matt Belton, and there's somebody in the fence there. I'm not too sure who it is.
Sargillic in the fence, just as we saw all that massive battling, and Jimmy Parks just decided to take a shortcut on the grass behind them too. Not the quickest way around. You've got to keep it on the black stuff, old champ. But it is absolutely on like Donkey Kong there for Nick Mello and Matt Belton. That was some really cool stuff. But Sam Bensley's come a proper. He got in between those two, and he's ran wide, so that is demoted him straight back down from 14th to 18th. He won't be happy with that. The Malaysia Marvel gets through on him, so does Jimmy Parks. So a bit of a battle pack forming at the ear of the grid. And what's happened to Cooper Nathan? He's galloping down the field, not the right way he wants to go. He's come wide into the kitty lit up, and he's going to join into 14th place here unless Alex McEwen has something to say about it. Alex McEwen also on a charge here, Chris. Him and Nick Mello charging their way through the field, 2 laps in from dead last, 25th and 26th respectively, and they are already in the mid-pack. Here we go, around the longest left-hander. What is going to happen here for Cooper Nathan? He has got an angry Alex McEwen behind him, who's trying to get the whole shot and a bit of a suck down the back straightaway. The longest left-hander onto the front straightaway here, Alex McEwen. Can he dive here into turn 1? He's got an absolute ripping run here on board. Looks absolutely sensational. He's gone to the outside as Alex McEwen. Here we go, bit of a dive bomb under braking here. Is he going to get Cooper Nathan under the brakes? They're both side by side on the outside. Oh, there's cars in front of him everywhere. Oh, and even behind as well. No, that's disaster there, but Alex McEwen has got through sensationally, and Nick Mello was involved in that too, and he's overtaken his teammate, and that is P11 here for Alex McEwen and Cooper Nathan in the top 10.
Yeah, a bit of a shenanigans there with involving Nick Mello, maybe just getting a little bit overzealous in the brakes there into that hairpin. But now Alex McEwen has the upper hand in the Project 4 battle from the back. Nick Mello won't be too happy about that, but he'll be right up his ass the whole way. Don't you worry about that. Looking now, it's a bit of a 3-way battle. Cooper Nathan doing his best to hold off these 2 fasties coming in from the back. They're getting a whole lot of overtaking practice, but that has now come to a halt because Cooper Nathan doing a great job for now holding these guys off, but here might just be a little bit of an opportunity. Alex McEwen ducks to the inside. There is given plenty of racing room there as well, but Cooper Nathan knows exactly where to place that Rangiard number 37 because there is no way through for these 2 guys at the moment. He's got a fair bit of a gap there too in front to Nick Mole, so that gap He might just be losing time defending to these two, but I think it's more a matter of pride at the moment. But 8 minutes to go in this, or 8.5 minutes to go in this race, so plenty of time to come, and plenty of time for these two guys to get right stuck in. Here goes McEwen, showing the nose again, or trying to go around the outside this time, maybe looking for a bit of a late switchback and a late apex, should I say.
Yeah, very good call, Chris. That was excellent stuff. We saw before as well a black car sitting off in the infield. That was Ryan Nielsen. There was a battle pack for 5th, 6th and 7th, and Ryan Nielsen sent it from Narnia. And there goes Nick Mallow. He's completely gone and around and lost the rear end. He is out. He's back in 14th, 15th and now 16th place. Nearly get taken out by Nathan Hughes as he rejoined the circuit. Oh, poor old Nick Mallow. He's having a disaster here at the moment. It's cracking up the front though, Chris. James Bullock, McConnell and Falzon all having a ripping battle here for 4th, 5th and 6th. It is a three-way stanza here. These guys are having a dead set crack, and that Renault of James Bullock hanging fat here, and he is a bit of a cork in the bottle, but don't worry, that's what we need to see here. They're on the charge, and they can tell that Alex McEwen is now 9th place behind and galloping his way forward, and that could be a 5-way battle here before we know it.
Yeah, look at that. There's a 5-way battle, as you said, up the front. James Bullock, the proverbial cork in the bottle, but doing a great job with McConnell, Falzon, Kumar and Mole in close tow as well. We'll jump on board with Mole and see what he can see. He can just see a line of little front-wheel drives all in front, all vying for position here with 7 minutes to go. Coming into turn 1 now, this is a tight little left-hander. Who's going to go up the inside? There's someone. There's smoke screens everywhere. Holy moly, it's like a Bob Marley concert up there at the moment. They are all getting stuck right in. Kumar right up behind McConnell, who is in turn right up behind Falzon. So Falzon really just opening up a little gap. Oh, there goes Kumar. Of commentator cursed him. He's done a great job, but now he's off the track and he's going to lose a number of positions. Oh, geez, that was Will Bullock getting balked a little bit by the car on the outside. But that there, ladies and gentlemen, is how you rejoin the race. You wait until there is a gap, and he's done that absolutely beautifully. Great stuff there from Mr. Kumar. This battle for the 9th position, Alex McEwen has overtaken Cooper Nathan in the meantime, but up ahead, Nick Mole and Kai McConnell and Falzon are still the closest battle on track.
Oh, geez, it's absolutely fiery up there. I'll tell you what, have a look at him. Cutting the inside, using a bit of grass there to maintain the momentum through that corner. But you've got to be careful not to understeer wide here. McConnell's doing a good job at the moment of keeping the car on track. He's just lost a little bit of touch there between Matthias Falzon and James Bullock in front of him. But Falzon, I'll tell you what, being second in qualifying and back in 5th, he will be a man on a mission to get somewhere back up to the front, because Fabian Fitness has galloped away to 2.5 seconds in front of Jake Buttigieg, Lachlan Grant as well, sitting about 1.67 seconds behind him. And this little battle here is the closest one on track at the moment. 4 positions inside the top 10. It's looking very, very good here. And we see when we come into turn 2, 3 and 4, this is an important section here for everyone to get right. We've seen Nick Mallow do it. He's locked up, completely lost it. No one does it there. Beautiful driving here by the top 3, top 4, 5 and 6, sorry. And they're having an absolute ripper snort of batting. And Chris said, geez Louise, look at those smoke signals. Bob Marley, eat your heart out. He'll be looking down on this and absolutely singing to the high heavens, saying, this is what I left on planet Earth.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be jealous of all that, all the smoke coming off of these tyres. But look at Jimmy Park just getting that position there around the inside, or up the inside, should I say, of Nathan Hughes. But there he just pulls ahead, and there goes Mick Mello up the inside as well. Nathan Hughes struggling a little bit, but he's going to hang it in up the inside of Mello now. Both drivers locking it up, and he just slots it down the apex. But I'll tell you what, these two are battling hard here at the moment. Bit sideways there from Hughes, and Jimmy Park's running off into the distance while these two battle it out, and he's rubbing his hands together saying, yep, keep it going, boys. I just want to get a little bit of a gap before I need to worry about at least one of you trying to ram me off the road or something. He loves that sort of gear. But tell you what, he gives it as good as he takes. Nick Mello, on the other hand, is having a bit of a Barry Crocker here. He's been shook, I think, from that first incident we saw that he was spun around when his teammate got in front. As you can see, Alex McEwen up to 7th position. Poor old Nick Mello stuck down here in 15th position. 4 minutes to go. I don't know how many more positions he might be able to make up here. He's got to get to the top 10 if he wants to get onto pole for the next race. Anyway, who is currently the Malaysian Marvel. So he's sitting pretty there in pole position currently.
Yeah, very good call there, Chris. 10th place for the Malaysian Marvel inside the top 10. Alex McEwen is on the charge. We'll cross to him because he's right on the back here of McConnell. The gravedigger himself in McConnell is having an absolute barnstorm, but they've touched there, coming down. Oh my goodness, that was very, very exciting stuff. Alex McEwen is on the charge, but he's got to get past the Kyle McConnell, and McConnell's gone wide under the pressure mark, and that looks very, very dangerous. He's lost all momentum. Alex McEwen just getting in. He's going to slide it up the inside here. I would reckon, 6th place, just hey, eat your heart out. These guys are going side by side, 6th and 7th. Absolutely cracking battle. Going for the switchback now is Alex McEwen. Here he goes onto the left-hander. This is incredible stuff. The momentum on the inside is going to make the distance shorter, so Alex has got a bit of a run here on poor old Kyle McConnell. He's going to have to give up that place for now. Onto the front straightaway is Kyle McConnell going to get a return serve opportunity here. He's gone left, he's gone right. It's Alex McEwen going to go defensive here. He has. He's gone straight to the inside of the track. McConnell on the outside. Who's going to break last? I think it's going to be McEwen here, and he's going to pull it up and secure that 6th place if he doesn't hang it too fat around the outside there. Beautiful car control from Alex McEwen. That has galloped all the guys behind him. Cooper Nathan and Nick Mole are now in on this little battle for a 4-way fight with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Anything can happen here.
Yeah, turning in an absolute 4-way battle here is Cooper Nathan just coming up the rear at the moment, making ground on these two like it's nothing. And Nick Mole's the next man on his hit list. You can see that Fredo Frog smiling at him at the back, but he wants to turn that smile into a dead set frown as he tries to get past him here around this tight little right-hander. He's not going to do it here, but he's going to try and just set him up probably at the bottom of the hill if he can get close enough. But I'll tell you what, Nick Mole has been in pretty good nick this season. He's up there in the top 10, I'm pretty sure, in the standings department. So he's one of the drivers that we've identified as one of the hot improvers, the movers and shakers of season 13 here at Wednesday Cup. The more, as I said, the more you do it, the more you just get better at it. It's one of those things. It's like a muscle. The more you flex it, the more it gets bigger. Zach O'Reilly can testify to that. You should see the bloke. He's like a Hulk Hogan look-alike without the bad hair.
Without the bad hair and no grey hairs anymore. Thank you very much, Chris Murray. But the underground mammal is definitely burrowing his way into a championship contention here in the top 10 and in the top 8 here on track as well. Cracking stuff by him, and he's now fighting Kyle McConnell here for 7th place. A minute and a bit to go. This could be the last lap, Chris Munro, depending on where Fabian Fitness is on circuit at the moment. But he's lost that gap. He was good 3 seconds away from Buttigieg. It's now down to 2. I don't think there's going to be enough time there for Buttigieg at the front. But this battle is still heating up. Cooper Nathan is now all over the back of Nick Mole like a bad rash after a bad night out on the town. I'll give you, if you know what I'm talking about. And Nick Mole, under all sorts of pressure. Kyle McConnell is the cork in the bottle here. Looking for the proverbial move here is Cooper Nathan on that Fredo Frog, hoping to melt that Fredo Frog and just get rid of it because he doesn't like looking at that smile in front of him. I can guarantee you that's like having a wreck. Oh no! McConnell's gone wide and he's lost all those places, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. See you later, Kyle McConnell. You've devoted yourself 2 places. The underground mammal into 7th place. Cooper Nathan behind him. Oh no, Nick Mole's gone wide too. Oh, that's allowed Cooper Nathan into 7th place. Look at this, 10 seconds to go. Switching places here in the mid-pack. This is sensational driving. All the pressure is coming down at the moment. Is Fabian Fitness though going to cross the line before it is? He has. He's already crossed the line. 1 more lap to go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It's all happening here between 7th and 8th at this moment.
Yeah, it's all happening, ladies and gentlemen. We get 1 more lap thanks to Fabian Fitness crossing the line. Will Bullock is on the back of the Malaysian Marvel. This, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, is the battle for pole position in the next race. So we're going to stick with these guys for now. Geez, he's right up his clacker now. Pulls out of the slipstream, looks up the inside, gets on the brakes about 10 metres too early. But I'll tell you what, the Malaysian Marvel's gone wide. There's an opportunity now for Will Bullock to put it up the inside. He just didn't have the momentum to stick with him, but now he's right up underneath that rear wing again. So he's going to try maybe at the top of the hill in the left-hander. Gets really close under braking there through the little chicane. Geez, that was too close for comfort, I would imagine. Little brown stains happening in the back of Will Bullock's sim rig at the moment. Gee whiz, they might need to change the bloody seat. But here we go. It's I'm looking for Mr. Fabian Fitness. He's coming around, the longest left-hander in the world, so we'll give him some love soon. But Bullock's right up on the back of him again with about half a lap to go, Zach O'Reilly.
Yeah, fantastic driving here. The Malaysia Marvel's under pressure. He wants that top podium place for race 2, and he's got now a couple of corners to negotiate, unless Will Bullock has something to say about it. But Fabian Fitness is going to be crossing the line very, very soon to take the win here, I guarantee. Only 1.2 seconds away, though, and he has done so. Fabian Fitness wins. Jake Buttigieg second, Lachlan Grant third, but the battle is still on here for 10th and 11th, and I think the Malaysia Marvel is going to get away with it. Will Bullock just ran onto the gravel, and that's killed all of our momentum. So, look at that. James Bullock crossed the line now, 5th. Alex McEwen from the back of the field to 6th place. Cooper Nathan 7th. Nick Mole half a second behind him in 8th. That was a great drive. McConnell 9th. And then the Malaysian Marvel, ladies and gentlemen, happy days for him. Finishes in 10th and starts off pole for the next one.
Cracking stuff there from the Marvel. Expect nothing less from him. Will Bullock has to settle for 11th. Bensley in 12th. Jimmy Park in 13th. Great drive from him, by the way. Nathan Hughes in 14th. Can do better, and we're waiting for it. Kumar in 15th. Mello 16th. Will be disappointed with that. Nielsen, Cole, Rodder, Barber, Scotty McEwen down there in 21st. He's on the improve. Sarge Illich and Matt Belton make out your top 23 for the first race.
Yeah, Sarge Illich will be killing himself up. He'll be kicking himself after that, because he was down. He was in 7th place and just sent it too hard into turn 4. Lost all the momentum and just couldn't get it back up. But what a cracking race we had for race 1 here. Very, very clean in the grand scheme of things. All in sundry. Good quality driving here from our members here in Wednesday at AK Racing. Chris Munro has got emphysema in the background there. We will see what race 2 is going to bring us, ladies and gentlemen. And I reckon it's going to be a absolute rip snorter. The reverse grid from 10th. It's going to be Kyle McConnell and the Malaysia Marvel off the front row for race 2. We'll be back here at Sensational TV for that. So let's stick around, go refill your drinks, get your cheesels in the bowl, popcorn in the microwave, refill it up, because here, Chris Munro and myself will be back to present race 2 of the Wednesday Cup at Sensational TV in just a hot second.
Well, I've got a feeling that I'm all fired up. The city lights are calling, and I can't get enough. Nowhere to run, nowhere left to hide. If you want a good time, baby, let's take a ride. Oh, I wanna free, living my life just the way I want it to be. Whoa, I wanna free, living my life just the way I want it to be. She stole my heart and left me standing there. Told her I loved her, but she said she didn't care. So I packed my bags and then I hit the road. Never coming back, don't know where I go. Oh, I wanna free, turn to roll the dice. Guess this is just a game. Don't have to take this.
Three at the same time.
Feel this. Standing on the edge with nowhere to turn. I'm out of time. I'm out of life. Standing on the edge with nowhere to run.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on track now for race 2 of the evening. It's a 16-minute affair. Tell you what, I've got an absolute Nick Mole livery in my throat. A Fredo and more, perhaps. I'll try and get that cleared out before we get started. I'll tell you what.
Gracious me.
I know, absolutely disgraceful as well. We're still waiting on the Malaysian Marvel to enter the survey. He's off pole position, ladies and gentlemen. He's got Kai McConnell on his outside, Nick Mole behind him, Cooper Nathan and Alex McEwen behind them, Bullock, Valzon, Grant and Buttigieg and Fitness making out your top 10 there. It's going to be a spicy one. It usually is in these reverse grid races. I don't think any of our punters got the trifecta in the last race. So if there's anyone out there to have another crack, who is going to win this? Who's going to get second? Who's going to get third? Based on the pace of last race, it's hard to go past Fabian Fitness again.
He's just got to make it cleanly through the field, Chris. That's all he's got to do. And he's got an angry gaggle of cars in front of him. But look, with the rest of the paddle pack sitting right behind, and I reckon Alex McEwen sitting pretty in 6th, he's going to be galloping through and taking a bit of an advantage there. And it's going to be a race who can get the most positions on lap 1 or 2, I would bet. But give you a race prediction, surely. And Fabian's in the chat. He listens to the stream and watches it while he's racing. I'm not sure how he does that. It'll be absolutely distracting for me anyway. But he's doing well. Thanks, Fabes. Hopefully he doesn't come a proper, he says. Yeah, well, we hope too. William Bullock is off 12th. Bensley in 13th. Jimmy Park 14th as well. He'd be happy with that 14th place. Not too bad for the Park man. Nathan Hughes, the Indian sensation in Kartik Kumar, is going to be spewing. He'll want to be inside the top 10, I reckon, after his unforced error sent him wide. So will Nick Mallow as well, our title defending champion. Oh no, maybe he wasn't. I can't remember now. He's in 17th place. Nielsen, the funeral director, in 19th. Sorry, 17th if I can get it right. My goodness gracious me. And Mitchell Cole, the rapper, in 18th. Nick Rodder in 19th. The author is in 19th. Brody Barber, the haircut, and Scotty McEwen in 21st. Sargilic and Matt Bowen round up the back of the field. It's on 42 seconds, 41. Let's go. We're about to go racing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. Chris Munro, let's get that frog out of your throat and down into your stomach, because you are calling the lap 1 coming our way shortly.
Well, let's see if we can get through it. I think it's managed itself for the time being, but I tell you what, the more excitement that happens on track, the more chance it is of coming back. But I just can't help myself out here. There's too much action out on track. I hope you're all enjoying the show at home. As always, like and subscribe the channel, and if you can afford, give us some money, because we're just a couple of enthusiasts out here doing it for out of our own heart for the best of our times. But here we go. It is racing now in race 2. It looks like McConnell got a pretty good jump, but Amon has the advantage of being up the inside for this first little left-hand turn. Look at that. Kai McConnell sticking it fat around the outside. Way too wide there. He goes off the track, but he still has a bit of momentum there, so Amon's going to have to just fight him down to turn 2 and 3. He's got the advantage now, and that looks like Cooper Nathan making his way up into 3rd position on the outside of Nick Mole as well. They all go 2 by 2 around this second big turn, I suppose you could call it, of this circuit, and everyone gets through without a problem. That's absolutely cracking stuff there from the Wednesday Cup field this time around. Amon still in the lead of this race. Cooper Nathan, just challenging him now up the inside. They're going to go 3 wide just for a second. Now they're 2 wide. That's Kai McConnell on the inside. He's going to have to tuck back in, because that's too dangerous going 3 wide around there. Holy moly, there's Bullock up the inside as well. He's looking for a spot there in the top 6. He gets it too. Oh boy, they're coming too. I'll tell you what, they're racing too clean for my liking here. It's too close. Something's going to kick off soon, I'm sure.
Well, kicked off because Nick Mole went completely wide, lost every bit of momentum. He kicked harder than a horse at trying to get a branding on the back of his hind legs, and he's lost all those places. But look at Bullock. He is hot on the trot here in 5th place. He has got an angry Alex McEwen in front of him, and he's going to get the suck down this sort of left to right, right to left sweeper, if you don't mind, onto the front straightaway. And here we go. This is lap 1 completed without any incident of major concern. Very, very good driving here. Oh, James Bullock's gone full sideways over the curb and hit the Malaysian Marvel. You are joking me. The Malaysian Marvel has got on the plane and sent back to his country. He's been deported by Jake Bullock and said, get out of here, son. I've gone completely AWOL on you. Poor bloke is the Malaysian Marvel. All the way back to 21st now. That is disaster for him. Oh, my goodness gracious me. But it's happening up the front here. Buttigieg has got through on Alex McEwen and into 3rd place. And this is the angry gaggle of cars here. We've got the 4 or 5 cars involved. 3 really close here for Buttigieg, McEwen, and Lachlan Grant. Lachlan Grant having a look up the inside there of Alex McEwen at the moment. Here we go. We're going straight down the back, sort of left to right. Pink. And a downhill braking zone is easy to lock the brakes and lose all that rear end. Buttigieg's having none of that. Alex McEwen has got the drive of the century here. He's got more drive than Bryson DeChambeau at the driving competition at the moment. Looking very, very good. Here is Jake Buttigieg as well with Nick Mello, Alex McEwen and Lachlan Grant right behind him, having a good tussle.
Yeah, just almost a little bit of contact there as well. Grant just having to get out of the throttle a little bit to give McEwen in front just that little bit of room that he deserved to get. But these 3 just locked horns here for the second lap of this 16-minute race. Cooper Nathan out in front also by about 7/10 to Kurt McConnell. Buttigieg there in 3rd as well. Fastest lap of the race as well from Jake Buttigieg. He's going pretty great guns here at the moment. A 29.5, not to be snuffed at all. But looking back through the field, there are surely some battles heating up. Let's have a look here. Matt Falson up behind Will Bullock for now. He'll be looking to improve on his efforts from last race, where he just sort of dropped down the order in the first couple of laps, just getting himself into a bit of a rhythm. So maybe that's something he can work on there during the rest of this stint, and maybe the next one as well, how he gets these opening stanzas done, because we know he's got the pace. We've seen it during the week. We've seen it in practice. We've seen it in qualifying. Just needs to put it down in the race situation now. Looking back through the field as well, there's a bit of swapping and turning down the back here. There's cars off everywhere. Rodder's up there to 19th. Poor old Amon's on the bloody recovery here. The Malaysian Marvel. I'll tell you what, Zach, you said something about the being deported. I'll tell you what, the immigration needs some answers to be questioned, or some questions to be answered even. Tell you what. All happening here. The battle for 4th is heating up. Lockie Grant is still on the back of Alex McEwen, however, coming around the longest left-hander in the world.
Look at those tyres will be singing to the high heavens, I reckon. They might be hard as a cat's head, ladies and gentlemen, but they get hotter than a Japanese summer. And when it comes to the left-hand side, it's looking very, very good here at the moment for Mr. Lachlan Grant having a good crack on Alex McEwen. They're not giving each other an inch here. Maybe smoke signals again, but tell you what, they are neck and neck on pace here. Jake Buttigieg's come a cropper in that corner, so he's lost a bit of ground there to Alex McEwen. Now it's going to be battle on again. It's the Achilles heel here for Jake Buttigieg tonight. Is turn 1 by the looks of it. But now McConnell is sort of becoming a cork in the proverbial, and these 4 guys behind him, well, 3 guys behind him, are going to be all over him like a fly to a piece of the poo on a hot summer's day, having a good crack here. Let's see what they can do. Buttigieg's just overbraked into turn 5, and it looks like Kyle McConnell is still managing to keep that lead, but the gap is now left and right and upside down here. Looking in the rearview mirrors, will Jake Buttigieg be, because he's got an angry McConnell and then an angry McEwen right behind him. Oh no! What's happening in front? Cooper Nathan's around. Kyle McConnell's off into the bunda, and that has given Jake Buttigieg the lead. Oh, it's all disaster here for those 2. Look at Lachlan Grant. He has got through as well, and Alex McEwen's been involved in that too, and it's carnage behind him. Alex McEwen has gone from 3rd down to 11th in a corner and a half. That was disaster for everyone in Sundry. That's all heating up there. Those guys are giving them each other a bumper run. This is like an amusement park. Luna Park, eat your heart out. These guys are going hammer and tong here. Bumpers are coming off left, right and centre. More hits than Elvis on half the field. after all that incident at the moment. Look at this. It is insane what these guys can do and how they recover. But poor old Alex McEwen in 11th, and all these guys in front have just been gifted the hand of the Renault gods and given at least 2 places each.
Yeah, you're just rolling the dice sometimes when you go around a blind corner. When you come out the other side, there goes Mole. The Fredo Frog's off the track. Lucky he doesn't come into contact with any of these other cars. Trying to get back on the track safely. I think he does so. But I think maybe an unforced error there from Cooper Nathan caused that little kerfuffle. And over that blind crest, there's really nothing you can do if you come over the top and you see a car pointing sideways. Your best chance is just to try and react in the moment and get off that racing line, or try and get around him as you can. But as you said, with a four-car battle pack, it's really hard to navigate when everyone's trying to do the same thing and battle for car position, or track position, should I say. It's an absolute minefield out there sometimes. But here we go. These two going side by side at the moment. That's Nathan Hughes up beside Ryan Nielsen. Just getting the better of him now. Oh, gee whiz, that's some crazy stuff there from Hughes with the purple car in the back. Who's that off the track? That's Ryan Nielsen as well. Another one joining him. James Bullock. Geez, they're all having a hard time in that little turn there. They're all half off, half on. It's all happening. But James Bullock giving Matt Belton a little bit of a stick here as well. So this has turned into another little four-way battle pack for 13th position.
Oh, geez, it's all happening everywhere, Chris. 13th, we've got 7th, 8th and 9th, and then we've got 5th, 4th and 3rd. Lachlan Grant came off the track and has gone from 2nd down to 5th, and he nearly got collected again at that blind turn. He was very ambitious on the brakes, lost all that momentum, so we've got to focus on this angry gaggle up the front here, I reckon, as well, because those guys are not giving each other an inch. Fabian Fitness, though, is on a charge. He's in 7th. And looking at the back of Cooper Nathan's car, that rang out Renault is looking very, very tasty for Fabian Fitness. You can see the loaded deadlift bar in front of him, and is looking to deadlift 220 in the name of Cooper Nathan. And that could be an interesting battle here. It's looking very, very feisty here. Looking at those two driving styles, one's a bit wide, one's shallow on the entry, and it just shows you what's going to happen there, because they're edging ever so closer to Lachlan Grant and Will Bullock in 4th and 5th respectively. Those two are battling very, very hard, but Fabian Fitness knows where the pace is. Once he's got clean air in front of him, he is a man on a mission. He's trying to keep it clean and mean here, is Fabian, and try to get through that field into a podium position at least here with 7 minutes and 16 seconds to go.
Yeah, he'll take every point you can throw at him at this point. He's in front in the championship and just wants to go into damage control mode, because Matthew Falzon is his next competitor on the championship table, and he's up there in 2nd position now. He's got at least a 3-second gap to the car in front, so he won't be taking the full points tonight unless he can make up a fair bit of ground, but he's certainly capable. But here goes Fitness now on the inside. He's actually going to be on the outside for turn 1 here with Cooper Nathan. Who's going to get on the brakes first? It's Nathan, and gets it pulled up nicely. Blocks that apex off. That's beautiful driving. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. But I tell you what, Fitness is searching. We're riding on board with him now. He's searching left. He's searching right. Which way will he go? Takes it all full liberty. There goes Nathan. A bit of a mistake there. That'll invite Fabian Fitness up the inside. But as again, just covers off that inside line. And there's really just nowhere to go. You can't go through the cars, ladies and gentlemen. You either have to go around them, or somehow bloody chitty bang bang jump over the top of them, if that's even possible. But I've never seen it happen on a racetrack yet, but don't count out anything, because anything's possible here in the Wednesday Cup. Gee whiz, it's all happening now. 6 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Zach O'Reilly, who is next on the battlefield. It's Nelson and Park.
Oh, Nelson and Park having an absolute ripping snort. Nielsen, and Park. Willie Nielsen and Jimmy Parker come together. That's allowed Mitchell Cole to gallop through into 10th place, and Jimmy Park's been tagged. He's been pitted by Nielsen, and that's going to allow James Bullock through the middle of him. Nielsen, though, has redressed that position very, very well. Straight off the bat, he knew he was in trouble. He's done that for Jimmy Park. So Jimmy Parker is in 12th place. He is 2 positions better than he was, and he's got the whole shot here, I reckon, on the longest sweeping left-hander in the country. He's got the momentum. He's going to take 11th place here off James Bullock if you possibly can here. Jimmy Park, just stick it on the inside, son. Keep it there. Don't go too wide. Don't outbreak yourself here coming into turn 1 as we cross the finish line. It's a drag race down here with 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Look out. Look at these two. Jimmy Park heavy on the brakes. Is he going to get it pulled up? Is he going to get it pulled up? He does. He gets it pulled up very nicely on the switchback at the moment is Ryan Nielsen, but that's going to allow in James Bullock to the field. James Bullock's lost 2 places out of that and invited Nielsen through. So Jimmy Park inside the top 10, the elder statesman here of AK Racing, inside the points, having an absolute rip sort of a time. He's got to keep it on the track there. Let's get off him, Chris, before we commentate a curse the bastard.
Yeah, absolutely. He'd like to be on TV in these times, but he's having an absolute blast of a time out there at the time being. There's no doubt about it. But we'll go up the front because Fabian Fitness is making a move on Cooper Nathan again up the inside there of the right-hander. He might have just got the job done. Might have just forced Cooper Nathan off onto the grass there as well. That might be one for the stewards to have a look at after, but it's play on 4 now, and now he's going to have a crack at McEwen as well. Thank you very much. He's managed to muscle his way in front of McEwen too. Geez, he's on an absolute charge now at the moment. Damage control here in the championship fight against the man up in second position, just taking points off him as we speak. He's actually got the inside now, but McEwen's going to hang it fat and be right up there for turn 1 when it comes time. Here he goes. Look at this. Gets out of the slipstream. Shows the nose. Fabian runs him right up to the edge of the track. There's nowhere to go for Alex. He's going to have to go the long way. How good is he under brakes? He just slides it in like the drift king that he is. DK, it's not going to happen for him though, but these two are still nose to tail. Alex McEwen on the other side of the track. There's nowhere to go for now. He tucks it back on the inside, but he's got now Cooper Nathan coming up behind him, giving him something to think about, either forwards or reverse. It doesn't matter. He's in a bit of a sandwich here with both of these guys. Fabian Fitness just doing his best defence as he can, defending like a lion, as Alonso would say. He's got his hands full here with McEwen looking around the outside. It's a crafty customer. Gets the duck back on the inside. Here we go. They're both side by side now, coming up this back straight. Who's going to blink first down the hill? They're going to have a little left-hand bend here. Fitness has the premium spot on the inside, little kink, and they're going to just slot in bloody single file again. Oh, almost avoids a contact there. Alex McEwen, very good awareness. Oh, I've got to hand it over to you, Zach. Oh, he's been turned around by Nathan.
Oh, no, just a love tap there from Nathan. That's all it took for Alex McEwen. Fabian Fitness being given the hand of God there and said, thank you very much. The lifting gods are on my side tonight. Here's Fabian Fitness. And Alex McEwen has been demoted just about 2 seconds down the field nearly. That's a hell of a gap there. And Cooper Nathan's gone through with all that in sundry happening. I'm not sure what the go is there because I think Cooper Nathan just gave him a love tap. Probably should redress that position, but it's play on here at the moment in the Wednesday Cup. Own race too. This is getting spicy here for the mid-pack. Here goes Alex McEwen down the inside of Cooper Nathan. He's got the job done and fairly and squarely. Now he's got a second chance here, Shinedown style, to get within 2 minutes of the finish of the race to maybe get a 5th place of Fabian Fitness. And he's got Scotty McEwen. His dad's in front of him. Fabian Fitness has ran wide there. Alex McEwen now has got half an invitation to get back on the battlefield with himself. And is his dad in front of Fabian Fitness going to bottle up the man in 5th place behind him just to give his son a bit of leeway? I'm not too sure here, but look out. It's all happening. Blue flags will be waving to Scotty. Scotty gets out of the way. He doesn't want any of this to hamper his son or Fabian. So good driving by the blue flag, and the blue flag awareness has been absolutely textbook style done there by Scotty McEwen.
Yeah, I'll
It's
tell you
on
what.
now, and Fabian Fitness is now making mistakes left, right, and centre. Here we go, Chris Munro. Alex McEwen into 5th place, but he's gone over too hot, and Fabian's just done the reverse switchback. So thank you again. I'm going to take 5th off you. This is incredible stuff. Two of the quickest drivers here in AK Racing, toe to toe for 5th place, ladies and gentlemen, with a minute to go.
Absolutely tit for tat here for 5th position, and they're battling like it's a battle for the lead here too. And no love lost certainly on track between these guys, but plenty of respect shown, which is what you want to see. And I was about to comment on overall race awareness from everyone tonight has been absolutely fantastic. The driving standards have certainly picked up. The stewards will be happy so far. Hopefully they don't go and throw it in our faces there in race 3, but I have high hopes. Look at these two banger door handles around turn 1. They're neck and neck here, as you can see on screen. They are about a foot in it, but Fitness just has the better advantage there. Cooper Nathan arriving on the scene very quickly there as well. He's just searching for a way through, using his nose like a bloody cocaine addict there at, Velvet Revolver at 2 in the morning. It's all happening. He's sticking his nose in where it's not needed. But Alex McEwen searching for a way around fitness. It's just not happening for him. He had the advantage before, but it was quickly seesawed with fitness throwing it up the inside again. So he's certainly got his hands full, both of these guys, and I bet you they're absolutely loving every second of this in the sim rig. This is the kind of fun you pay your thousands of dollars for to get those sim rigs up and running. This is something you don't get on a controller, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have the wheel. Look at this, all nose to tail there. I'm pretty sure they all bumped each other at the exact same time. The human centipede style there over the top of the crest. And we're on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen. Buttigieg's about to win the race. He does. He gets the win in race 2. Holy moly.
Matt Falzon in second place. Great job from him and Nick Mallow in third. Forgot about him. He's galloped through the field here, Cliff Munro. That was great. Lachlan Grant fourth. Fitness holds on to... Fitness holds on to fifth place. Alex McEwen only a 10th between, and that was nearly a photo finish for 5th and 6th place. Cooper Nathan in 7th. Will Bullock in 8th. Lachlan Grant in 9th. And Jimmy Park inside the top 10. Christopher Munro. What a sensational drive there by Jimmy Park. He will be happy with that. I reckon he's going to take the next 4 years off of work after a place inside the top 10. And that was a cracking drive from everyone in Sundry. The driving standards was brilliant, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we want to see more of in the Wednesday Cup and racing in general. I've seen people in real life pay millions of dollars per year to race in GT3 and have absolutely no track awareness and take each other out. These guys is a credit to them. They're racing for free, apart from their sim rig costs, and doing it better than the pros.
Yeah, absolutely. But don't get me started on bloody GT3 drivers. They're mostly, they call them gentleman drivers. It's just a rich bloke who wants to have a crack. He's probably never had a race in his life, has a couple of spare million and just buys an Audi R8, chucks an GT3 kit on it, and away he goes and causes havoc out there on track anyway. But I'll tell you what, the Australian GT3 scene is an absolute joke, and it probably is the same overseas. But that's why I don't follow it at all. But anyway, here's where the action is, ladies and gentlemen. Real life or not, Lockie Grant getting a little bit of a rally style sideways through the pit entry. Very nicely done there from Lockie Grant. But as you said, Zach O'Reilly, from all in sundry, I'm going to steal one of your isms there as well. Fantastic driving by the whole field. They can all give themselves a pat on the back there. There was plenty of good racing, good, solid, hard racing, and plenty of respect shown on track. So that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. That gets the bums on seats. That gets the smiles on faces at home watching the stream as well. So certainly no complaints from me.
None here as well. Brilliant stuff. The stewards will be happy with that race. They'll be looking at that and giving them... That is the example that we wanted to see all of the season, realistically, at the Renault Clio Wednesday Cup Series. But nonetheless, it is a definite race to the finish. We've got one more to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Race 3 is coming your way, Chris Munro. 17 minutes and a reverse top 12, if you don't mind. Mitchell Cole is going to be off pole position with Sandra Bullock's love child right next to him, and everyone else there reversed in the on the racing screen on the grid that you can see in front. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong. Matthias Felsen taking a little bit of points away from Fabian Fitness, but Fabian had him in race 1, so the championship battle is still on, and Nick Mallow is right there too. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong here. I can't wait for race 3, so don't go anywhere here at Sensational TV. Keep those drinks refilled and all your condiments all stocked up, and we'll be back here for race 3 in the final event here at Wednesday Cup in just a few moments.
And we are back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Brian C in the music department there in the break. So I'll remind everyone, as I always do, all the music you hear on Sensational TV are just local, unsigned bands trying to make it in this cutthroat world of musicianship, the music business. It's it's a mug's game, but you got to do your best out there. So any songs you enjoy on the stream, make sure you go back, look them up, who they were, go and support them on the socials, go and give them a follow on Spotify, because that goes a long way to making the career of a local musician. So as I always remind people, all of your favourite bands all once started out as local unknowns. So get in on the bottom floor, because that's good for your social credit, I suppose. You can say, listen, I knew that band from before they were huge. I heard them on bloody Sensational TV. And then someone will go, well, listen, that's probably why they're huge, because Sensational TV plugged them. So it's a chicken or the egg situation, Zach O'Reilly.
Well, I'll tell you what, social credits, Chris Munro. I don't know whether we're living in Australia or communist China, but we're looking at all of the artists out and about there. It's great to see them. We love it, and that's why we support them, because they support us as well. We've got some friendly chat from our competitors in the Sensational TV chat as well. Fabian Fitness and Alex McEwen complimenting each other as well. That's good to see. That is what you get at AK Racing. You get great sportsmanship and gentleman drivers who actually have talent, rather than the real-life GT3 gentleman drivers. And this is the difference that we see here. I'll tell you what, Chris, this grid is a hot one. Have a look at this. We have got Mitchell Cole off the front row with James Bullock, Sandra's love child, right next to him. The funeral director and the Indian sensational Kartik Kumar right behind him. In fourth and third and fourth respectively. Jimmy Park in fifth place with the Sandra's love child, the second in sixth place. Cooper Nathan in seventh, and then Alex McEwen, Fabian Fitness, and then you've got Nick Mallow, Matthias Felsen with Jake Buttigieg. That is an absolute barnstorming top 12 there that you'll see there, and we're going to see some barnstorming moves down the inside, around the outside, Trailer Park Girl style, one more time, Daft Punk style. And the Underground Mama will be sitting there and just following these quick guys through, I reckon, Chris, in 13th place. Because with those quick drivers managing their way through the field cleanly, he will probably get a lot of free kicks in AFL department style.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be getting a lot of overtaking practice done tonight, as he has done already. But I'll tell you what, we are 47 seconds away from a start here in race 3. And hopefully everyone can keep up the standards of driving, because it's been absolutely dead set in the fair income department, and good to see finally. But I'll tell you what, it only took 5 rounds, ladies and gentlemen, but we're here, and we've got the best in the biz out there on track at the moment. How long can Mitchell Cole hold on out in front? Can he keep James Bullock at bay for at least 17 minutes? That'd be the goal here for Mitchell Cole out here in front on pole position. He's got, as I said, as you said, he's got a few quick drivers behind him, so his hands will certainly be full. He might be shaking like Michael J. Fox come the end of this first couple of laps, but we'll get there soon. It is after 9 o'clock. I am a bastard, but we will say all these things. It's green lights now in race 3, and they're off and racing, starting. Who has got the whole shot there? It looks like Mitchell Cole got a pretty good start. He will lead into turn 1. James Bullock sticking it fat, but plenty of space there on the inside for him. Ryan Nilsson trying to slide his little black car up there in the inside there. There's cars off at the back. I can't see who that is, no. But it doesn't look too bad on stream, so that's all right. We've got Cooper Nathan up there in sixth position, should I say. Fitness making his way through. Mello's had a pretty good start as well. He's just slid in there between those two. Buttigieg sticking it fat around the outside of Falzon. He's not going to get that job done, but I'll tell you what, the battle's on for the lead now. Bullock looking around the outside. Nielsen giving Cole a little bit of a bunt up the bum there as well, but that just gives him a little shunt and probably a little bit of a better exit there as well. But look at this, Bullock has the inside line. He's going to take the lead of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Here, there's not much Cole can do about that. He just has to settle in behind single file. Ryan Nielsen joining the battle as well. These top three are starting to form a little bit of a gap to the cars behind. That is Kumar. Nathan really getting close to the back of him there as well. And Bullock's getting involved too. Gee whiz, there's nothing between these top guys. Fabian Fitness just having to watch it all unfold in front of him.
Yeah, he needs to be careful, is Fabian, because he's racing guys in front of him that he generally wouldn't have to pass that often, and they're already thinking about a race win. They can see that in front of them, being seventh away here at the moment, and those guys, anyone in front, is seeing the red mist appear in front of them, and sends are going to happen. Australia Post Style Express. Here goes Fabian Fitness around the outside. Gee, he has to get underneath the locking of the brake situation there, because Cooper Nathan went there and he got nudged there by Will Bullock, and Will Bullock got tangled up and lost the position to Fabian Fitness. Cooper Nathan in the Rangiart sticking fat at the moment, and it's still all up and tight at the front at the moment. It is incredible here to see Kartik Kumar struggling here to get that car powered down, but he's got the rear end dancing around and the front end sliding here on Mitchell Cole. The rapper is under pressure from the end. Here goes Kartik straight up the inside. That's a send and a half. I told you it was coming, and he's got into third place here as the Indian sensation. He is now in third place in a podium position. Fitness still having to settle for sixth at the moment, with Buttigieg trying to get through the field in 8th, and then we've got McEwen and Mallow, line astern, 11th and 12th respectively. But these guys at front have absolutely gapped the field, and it is now at least 3 or 4 seconds between themselves and 11th place at the moment.
Whoa, Buttigieg up the inside there, just giving Bullock a little bit of a door handle treatment, but it's play on now, and Bullock will retake that. Oh, no! Buttigieg just turning across the nose of Grant. They're both going to lose a couple of positions as they get tangled up with each other, but it's play on. They somehow facing the correct direction on track. Geez, that was close there. They both could have been disastrous for both of those guys. Buttigieg just getting off the throttle there, and looks like Nick Mole just coming up the inside. I think both of these guys not too sure who to redress to, so they've just lost a couple of positions in the niceties. But here goes Lockie Grant, says, oh, look, enough of this funny business. I'm just going to take that position again. You can try and pass me again at the bottom of the hill, and I'm sure he will try. But in the meantime, Nick Mole has got the better of that. There's a couple of cars around the wrong way at the first turn there, but they will, I'm sure, get back on the track again. But Fitness is up to 5th now. He's got Cooper Nathan in his sights. Just behind him, Mitchell Cole, the pole sitter, and Will Bullock just trying to stick with these guys as well. Here we go. Fitness got a pretty good exit there. They're side by side. A little bit of a nudge from Cooper Nathan as well. They're going to go side by side down the hill. Nathan has the inside, Fitness on the outside. There's not much you can do out there on the racing line, but the inside is the place to be, and Cooper Nathan taking full advantage of that.
Yeah, but dead set in the fair dinkum of development, ladies and gentlemen. They are getting absolutely slaughtered here. Is everyone from 4th down to 8th and 9th at the moment. McEwen's just got up the inside of Falzon. Falzon can see the championship dissipating in front of him, because Fitness is in 5th, he's in 9th, and going backwards here. Nick Mellow's going to get him on the inside. So 10th place for Matthias Falzon, the Greek god. He needs Zeus to come down and give him some strength, that's for sure, because he is not finding it here at the moment. He's fighting hammer and tong, but Nick Mellow has got the inside run here into T1 as well. So they're going to be under braking. Who's going to blink first? It's going to be Nick Mellow. He's going to be last on the brakes, but gets the inside run. And there is distant Mitchell Cole. He's come completely off, and now it's a 4-way battle. Nearly 3 wide here coming into turn 2. This is exciting. Oh, geez Louise. Matthias Falzon backs out of that thing second of it. Mitchell Cole, however, has got overtaken by McEwen and Nick Mello in front of him. So now Matthias Falzon needs to get himself further up the field and get in that championship place, because Fabian Fitness is only 3/10 behind Cooper Nathan, and he can see that those points are gaining back not in his favour, if I can speak properly. He's looking at that championship battle and thinking, oh no, this is disaster.
Yeah, you can't let it get to him, but it's you're only as good as your final race, so he's just going to keep plugging forward and not think about the championship now, because that is a certain death sentence. You've just got to keep your eyes on the track, keep it forward, and just live in the moment. Try not to think too much when you're behind the wheel. I always found just drive zen and use your instincts, and start to think about points and strategy if you need to. But I tell you what, in these Wednesday Cup races, they're all sprints, so there's no strategy required. It's just go as hard as you can for as long as you can. But back here, up in the bloody hot spots up here for 5th, Fabian Fitness has found himself back behind Cooper Nathan as well, who is starting to hound Kumar for the third spot on the podium. Here they come now into the hairpin. They're going to go 3 wide. Here goes Fitness up the inside. 3 into 1 doesn't work. There goes Kumar getting turned around. Oh, and just, geez, that was a strange one. Just shot across the track there. I don't know if that was, I'm not going to comment on that. Cooper Nathan now up into 5th position. Fitness finds himself in 3rd.
Oh, poor old Kumar. He got tank slapped and then just was on the throttle and had completely pointed his car in the way that his reel was pointed straight across the track. And he, as you said, Chris Munro, he shot across the track there, JFK style, and not the way that he wanted to end his race for tonight in the podium position, down to 14th within a corner, if you don't mind. That is some absolutely horrible stuff for Kartik Kumar, but it's on at the front, ladies and gentlemen. I'll give you the hot tip. Timing Tower is having an absolute shitstorm. James Bullock still out in front. Don't ignore what he's saying there. Cooper Nathan is not in front. James Bullock is sticking fat, and Nielsen is right behind him in the funeral director. Definitely coming out on top here, and it's close. It's getting there. What's happened at the back there? This three-way battle here between 7th, 8th, and 9th, or even 6th, 7th, and 8th. This is heating up. Look at this around the long sweeping left-hander. Who have we got here on the inside? Alex McEwen's completely wide. Nick Mellow's going to go up the inside. Matthias Felsen's going to get him too here. Alex McEwen's come a proper and demoted himself in 2 places here, and he's just given up because Matthias Felsen now into 6th place. Right behind Cooper Nathan if he gets up there quickly, because Cooper Nathan's going to be braking right now. Here's a 3 wide into 3-1. It's not going to work here. Smoke signals everywhere. What's going to happen? Nick Mello and Matthias Felsen have just got together, but they've managed to keep it clean and mean, and now Matthias Felsen's been demoted back down to 7th place. Alex McEwen hot on the trot is in it's a Farmers Union iced coffee sandwich here at the moment. Is Matthias, the Greek god.
I'll tell you what, if you offered Nick Mello a Farmers Union iced coffee sandwich, I'm sure he'd take it and eat it as well. He loves the stuff. He should be asking him for some sort of monetary supplement there from the advertising department, but he loves it. And look here is Alex McEwen. I thought he had maybe a bit of damage before. He was just sort of sticking it around the outside of the longest left-hander in the world, and looked to be going slowly, but he seems to have found his feet again and got whatever mechanical drama was happening sorted out. He does the up and under here for Falzon. He'll get on the brakes late and give him plenty of room as well. Look at that, a whole Renault's width of room indeed. That's very good driving there from Alex McEwen around the outside. Here comes Buttigieg on the scene as well. We're going to ride on board with him. He can see all the action happening. Whoa, Falzon pushing McEwen right to the edge of the track. That's some dangerous stuff, and there's nowhere for Buttigieg to go, but he's got good shelter here and plenty of suck down the back straight as they go across the start-finish line for the 6th time, I think, the 7th time. There we go, and there goes McEwen down into 5th, 6th position, but Falzon just slides it up the inside. These two side by side again, going down the hill for the 7th time, as I said. But Alex McEwen just has the momentum and gets that job down. Now Buttigieg trying to clean up some of the crumbs.
Yeah, Buttigieg's all over the back of these two like a bad rash. He's looking very, very good at the moment because he's keeping it clean but knows where to point the car. He's not focusing on the cars in front. He knows where his racing line is and where he can be quick. And I'll tell you what, the more that these two battle in front, he's going to come, I reckon, in the dividends department up on top, because these two are very clean and quick. But in saying that, if they get too close, it's just a love tap here or there, and one of them's going to go spinning. But in saying that, Chris, they are coming together with 5th, 4th, and 3rd in front. That is another angry gaggle of 3 cars there too. So we're going to have a 6-way battle here within the last 7 minutes of the race, and it's going to turn on. And I reckon there are going to be some absolute big winners and maybe some losers there in the grand scheme of things. I hope they keep it mean and clean as we come around to complete the 7th lap here around Atlanta Motorsports Park. We'll see what we can do and what is going to be the end result for Buttigieg. He's quick, he knows he's quick, and he's got to get past Matthias Felsen before Alex McEwen gallops away there and joins that battle in front of him.
Yeah, I think they've already pretty much linked that up. This is now an 8-car battle for, 4th position. Nick Mello heading this lot. Sorry, it's actually Nielsen heading that lot. No, it isn't. That's a lap car. Sorry, should I say?
It is a lap car.
Yeah,
of Bullock, sorry.
It's Nick Mello. heading the way with, and he's under all sorts of pressure there from Cooper Nathan as well. He's been giving him plenty over this last lap, and it's only just now that they've come up on this blue flag that he's given Mello a few tenths leeway just in case anything happens. But here comes McEwen up behind Cooper Nathan as well. This is dead set a 7-car nose to tail snail bloody caterpillar here at Atlanta Motorsports Park. As you said, Zach O'Reilly, this is all happening. There's 5.5 minutes to go, and it is a dead set. This is the closest we've seen this many cars on track all evening. Look at that. They're just nose to tail all the way up. Couple of little gaps behind Buttigieg and behind, well, not behind Nathan anymore, as he cops a little shunt from Alex McEwen, but he's got his rear vision mirror full of Buttigieg as well. It's just hard to look who's going to make the first move here.
Alex McEwen's car has got dead set more hits than Elvis and Queen and Mick Jagger put together, Rolling Stones. His car is looking like an absolute shitstorm. But I reckon, Chris, Will Bullock in front has come off the track just as Alex McEwen nearly goes off the track for a move here. For 5th place, here is Alex McEwen straight up the inside. Oh, no! There was sideways there. That was not Alex McEwen's fault. That was poor old Matt Felsen. No, Cooper Nathan. He was sideways and he just overbraked himself and turned into Alex McEwen and pitted him into the wall 360 style. So that was not a nefarious move at all. But Alex McEwen is in 5th place nonetheless. And now he's got an angry Nick Mallow in front of him. He's trying to get around Will Bullock. And I was saying before, Chris, Will Bullock, I think, has gone off the track, but he is still racing for actual position here. But the timing tower has not given him the grand scheme of the luck. And I think it says to him that he's in 18th, but he is actually in 4th place at the moment. So maybe some off-track excursion has demoted him back down a lap here at this point in time.
Yep, it's like a giant slalom race in the Winter Olympics, Zachary. So you got to go between the gates, and the sector timings on these Assetto Corsa tracks. Sometimes whoever makes the mods puts the lap timers or the sector timers right next to the track, which is a terrible idea. If you're out there and you're a modder, ladies and gentlemen, make the sector timers right off to either side of the circuit, because just one little off-track excursion, and if you don't go between
the lead,
you don't go between those two flags, you will go a lap down, and that's what's happened to Mr. Bullock. But there goes Fitness up into the lead. There you go. He is on fire tonight. He won in race 1, and he's looking like he's going to back that up here in race 3 as well. What an absolute cracking Wednesday Cup competitor. I tell you what, Nick Mallow has got his hands full for this championship. I don't know if he'll be able to run him down in one more race's time, but anything can happen. But gee whiz, it's all happening back here as well. We got McEwen, Mello, we got Buttigieg joining the fray, we got Matt Falzon, we got Cooper Nathan as well. Oh, there goes Mello wide. He's not going to be able to hold that. He is. Oh no, it's the absolute pinball down here. Oh no, I don't know where to look.
I don't know where to look either. I think there was a bit of server lag there and neck coating that's put Nick Mallow inside another car, and that sent him sideways. And poor old Jake Buttigieg has come out way worse than everyone else in Sundry here and pointed him back down to 10th place at the moment. That is shocking stuff. Poor old Nick Mallow just got sideways. But Alex McEwen's off as well. He's sideways, he's stuck, and he's going to rejoin the track. Oh, no, he's in 10th place at the moment. And that has given Matt Falzon an absolute gift there with Nick Mallow, Buttigieg, and Mitchell Cole, the rapper, straight through with the Malaysian Marvel in 10th place, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at that. Sensational TV, eat your heart out. The Malaysian Marvel, he got the port at a race ago, and he's got back in through the customs inside the top 10, now in the top 10 earners of Australian currency, and he is flying at the moment. But the story is, Chris, Fabian Fitness out in front, and he has gapped James Bullock to a 2.5 seconds already within one lap. So the championship is well and truly heated up at Alex McEwen and Nick Mallow completely out of it, with Matthias Falzon the only hope. But I think mathematically, at this point in time, it looks like Fabian Fitness has wrapped up the championship here in Wednesday Cup for now.
Yeah, I think no matter what happens next week, I think it's usually 96 points on offer per round. That's if you win every race, and if you get the best lap. Actually, we might have changed it. It might be 60, 120, 180 points on offer. So that would be meaning that Falzon is still a chance, mathematically speaking, but it'll be pretty hard to go past Fabian Fitness now. All he has to do is turn up and get any kind of points next week, and I think he's pretty much got it stitched up for now. But he'll be absolutely cheering about that. Someone who's not cheering is Jake Buttigieg down here in 7th position, having a hard time getting the head screwed back on after that absolute little moment of chaos between everyone. We saw, even think the Project 4 boys getting tangled up with each other there before, with Nick Mello and McEwen both having a little off-track excursion at the exact same time. So one would deduce they might have just been tangled up there together. But speaking of McEwen, here he comes now. He's going around the outside of Kumar and the Malaysian Marvel as well. He's found himself right up the inside of Eamon. And now, geez, that was a nice little move there as well. He's got the momentum, and he will lead. Well, he will lead these two cars into the first turn. But Eamon really gets on the brakes early. That affords McEwen an easy run up there into 8th position. Where is Mello? He's down there in 12th position, so he won't be making up any positions in the championship either.
No, not at all. And it is last lap, ladies and gentlemen. We are 0-0 on the timing boards, or quadruple zero. Fabian Fitness just has to stick it together here for one more lap, and he will be the winner for race 1 and race 3 of the evening. And it has all happened here in the grand scheme of things. I don't know how the hell we have stuck it all together here. It's been chaos here in the last race, but all in sundry, it's been pretty good overall in the driving standards department tonight for everyone here. And I'll tell you what, poor old Kartik Kumar in 10th place will be happy with that, because with all the battles and trials and tribulations he's had, he's found himself back inside the top 10. Not too bad driving. Nick Mole is still hounding the back of Jake Buttigieg, though, and Cooper Nathan. So this could be a little bit of a dash here. I reckon Buttigieg here has probably got the whole shot here on Cooper Nathan, Chris Munro. This is battle for 5th. Fabian Fitness has won the race. James Bullock's come across in 2nd. That's his best result by far. Nielsen in 3rd also. Cracking drive. What's going to happen here for 5th and 6th place? Is Buttigieg going to get the suck enough down the front straightaway here? Oh, it's a beast in between them. Oh, geez, that was a car length and a half. 5th and 6th. Jake Buttigieg only a 10th of a second behind. Nick Mole in 7th and Alex McEwen in 8th. The Malaysia Marvel in 9th in top 10 position, and Kartik Kumar, relegation drive and a recovery as well to 10th place for him. Cracking end to the night here at Sensational TV and Wednesday Cup for the Renault Clio's. Chris Munro, driver of the day, however, is gone to Mr. Jake Buttigieg. That was some sensational stuff by him. He's battled hard and well for his country tonight, as Jake Buttigieg. I reckon it's a well and truly earned result, Chris Munro. I hope you agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Got the win in race 2, and I think a podium in race 1. Absolutely cracking performance there, and overcome a bit of adversity there in race 3. So certainly deserving of the driver of the day. Nick Mello has left the server, but we're giving him the champ street for today. He's should have done better than that. He's only got himself to blame for going down the back and starting at the back all the time, but maybe a bit overzealous there on the way through. So Champ Street gets one for Nick Mello for tonight.
Right on, champ.
Yeah, off he goes. Thank you very much. Scotty McEwen down there in 15th position, still out on the track. Very good to see everyone doing their warm down laps. It's a cracking livery. Zach O'Reilly as well. I'm partial to that lime green on any sort of car. Thank you very much. I'll have that every day of the week. But
Yes.
tell you what, the man of the moment, here he is, Fabian Fitness. He's got another 2 out of 3 wins tonight, and I think he's pretty much sealed up that championship as well. That must be a good feeling for him. We'll see how we go next week because the track has not been decided yet, ladies and gentlemen. Our man behind the scenes has said he doesn't think the oval track that we recommended was any good. So we're going to have to come up with another track pretty quick smart after this race, Zach O'Reilly, to put up on the practice server.
Well, we've got to keep him interested, Chris Munro, because last race of the championship is always a fun one, and it's always probably the best because we see inter-driver battles on track. So I reckon once that is announced, we will definitely have an absolute rip snorter for you coming next Wednesday here at the Wednesday Cup for Sensational TV and AK Racing. But a cracking drive from Fabian Fitness is definitely sewed up that championship so he can put a gold trophy next to his name in the AK Racing Discord if he wishes, and possibly the number one for next season if he wants to as well. It's well earned, and he's done well. His racecraft has improved a lot as well. And speaking of improving a lot, that's what we need, ladies and gentlemen. We need a like and a subscribe, as you saw earlier, pop up on the screen, but it goes a long way to us. We are trying to get to 500. That's the aim by the end of 2024. If you can get your friends and family to join us here at Sensational TV and enjoy all the live racing action through your family and friends and cousins and relatives and whatever you want, that would be absolutely fantastic to do. Sensational TV is your main broadcaster here for AK Racing. But what a cracking race tonight. Race 1, 2 and 3, Chris Monroe. It was happening every single direction we were looking at. Drivers were going left, right and centre. So is Cooper Nathan. He's just finding himself out the back of the pits at the moment, just seeing what he can do there. I don't know what he's doing, but a bit of sightseeing to behold. It's just as we will sign off very shortly. It's always a pleasure to be calling it with yourself, Chris Monroe, for Sensational TV.
Yeah, absolutely. I quite enjoyed tonight. The standards of racing was fantastic, and the action was just unparalleled. I think that's one of the best rounds I've called in Wednesday Cup for quite a long time. There was just battles up and down the field constantly. So I hope everyone at home enjoyed the show as well. But sadly, that does bring us to an end here at Sensational TV for the Wednesday Cup, brought to you by AK Racing. If you're interested in getting involved in the racing, the link to AK Racing's Discord is in the description below. Jump in there and tag one of the admin or do a bit of reading. That might get you a long way in the Discord to see where you sign up, where all the info is. It's all there. It's all readable. If you are well versed in the English language, you'll do well. But I'll tell you what, I think that is just about the end. I'm going to just hold off the end for the moment because Cooper Nathan has found himself off in the absolute wilderness here, going for a sightseeing tour of Atlanta Motorsport Park. He's found the hole in the map, and I think that might do him. We are going to have to go the wide view because he's going to just about fall through the map there, and that'll be the end of him. But that brings us to the end of tonight's broadcast. Thank you very much for sticking around. And when is our next broadcast? It'll be next Wednesday, I believe. Zach O'Reilly.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris Monroe. Wednesday Cup is next week, and then we have got V8 Supercars on the weekend coming your way. Not this weekend coming, the weekend after. And that is going to be something to behold. I'll tell you what, the disaster that Bathurst was with the team battling, unfortunately, server-based, not AK Racing-based at all, has given us something to think about in terms of the championship, that's for sure. And if you want just a quick little audio not an audio visual, but an audio based on where we are in the standings for the V8 Supercars. It's absolutely on like Donkey Kong at the start. I'll tell you what, we have got an absolute rip-snorting battle, and I cannot find it for the life of me here. Here we go. Where is the standings? V8 standings. Let's have a look. What is happening in the V8 Supercars? This is why it makes it interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Alex McEwen is out in front. After that, all of that at Bathurst, Nick Mallow is in second, and he's only about 50-odd points, not even behind his teammate. So Project 4 is there. And Matt Cotter from Centre Defend Motorsport, not too far behind Nick Mallow on 527. So the top three is 100% not locked in. We've got plenty of racing to go there, so stick around for that in a week and a half's time. But Wednesday Cup is coming your way. The final round of the season will be broadcast here on Sensational TV, so stick around for that. We're looking forward to it here in the com box, that's for sure. And I think we're going to have a special guest pop into the commentary box next week as well. Just got to confirm whether we can afford to have him through all the donations through the Patreon. It's rubbing us blind here, having all these celebrities just pop in and out. But it's well worth it in the grand scheme of things for the broadcast. So thank you very much for sticking around. Love yous all. I've been Zach O'Reilly. Christopher Monroe will always be himself and the best version of himself. We love yous. Thank you very much for tuning in. Stick around. We'll see you next Wednesday for the final round of the Wednesday Cup. That's bye for now.